being involved with empowering women in Nigeria. What was the catalyst that made you want to become part of this movement?
Well, an African woman who grew up and so deprived in my growing up, everything was a struggle. As I said, no education because I'm a woman. Then I came to the UK as a young girl and saw that in actual fact, women can be empowered. And I became empowered myself. So when I say if human beings can be empowered, that should be part of our human right. Because an empowered individual is part of a growing nation and is going to develop a nation. So I became, what is good for me should be good for others. That's why I've been involved in this.
With this whole mission, what would be your ultimate dream? What would you like it to cause or to improve?
At the moment, you will see that Africa is still struggling to develop. Africa is about 200 years behind the developed world. There is no structure on the ground, and yet the women are struggling. It is the women that are actually keeping Africa going. So what I want is to be able to use the opportunity I have, the little empowerment, to reach out and let the rest of the women stand on my shoulders and become as empowered as I am in order to give voice to Africa. So what I hope I'll be able to achieve is to bring the grassroots women of Africa to the international stage. That is what the commission, I hope, will do. That is my life mission.
That main number one thing that people remember you for and that remember what you stood for, what would that be?
I would like to be remembered as a woman who came to this world not for myself, but for the sake of others. A woman who has made a contribution and accounted for the time and the space that I occupied to empower other people. That is what I want to be remembered for, a woman who made a contribution to the development of the world.
Why yourself do you feel so passionate about a subject like this, and what do you hope to leave behind?
It's difficult to know what I want to leave behind, except I really would like to feel that women have got, I don't like the word equality, but I'll use it because it's the only one I can think of at the moment, that women are actually equal in society. And that's not just women in the UK, but women right across the world. And so by actually talking and discussing with women from other countries, one can then try and see what you can do, what you can help in order to make their lives better. And to, in some ways, in this country, we're rather privileged because women do actually have a fairly good existence, relatively. And we've got to make sure that happens right throughout the world. And listening to somebody like Alice today has actually given me an awful lot of thought when I go to the United Nations next week about what it is I ought to be saying to them.